Okay, today we're starting class 9 of the RASA School of Astrology, Natal Interpretations, and we're doing sample 8. Okay, so I think to start here. Okay, so as usual, we got our simple 30-step program to work through, and the whole process of this class is to get you used to doing each chart, getting comfortable with the setup, doing a few charts so you've gone through each of the steps, and it puts together a good overview and a good tuning in to the person or to the person's chart. So that would define the person defines the chart, but we can tune into their matrix and tune in and see the idiosyncrasies and the power complexes and the vulnerabilities and strengths of the matrix. So, okay. Okay, so we'll start with this chart, February 17th, 79. And first thing we look at is the pattern type. When you look at the chart, you see the chart with just the aspects on it, with the planets, the aspects on it here. And you'll see all the planets. There's the Saturn opposed to Mercury. There's all the planets from that one side, and one planet, Jupiter, is on the other side. So this over. This means we have the bucket type. So that it's the bowl with a handle. So you have the idealism of the bowl with the focus as the handle. Now, here we go. The bucket type, 9 planets on one side of the chart with one planet on the other side. The bowl gets a handle. If one planet gets past the bowl's opposition, even by a few degrees outside of the orb, it becomes the handle of the bucket. This reveals a person who delves deeply into life and enthusiastically pours forth results of experience. One's personal efforts will go out in an uncompromising or rigid manner. You'll have a basic interest in a cause or purpose, but you will have little concern over the final results. You will use whatever is at your disposal as you see fit. You are inclined to make allegiances that will be of the most benefit to you. And the handle planet shows the main focus or outlet in life. In this case, the handle planet is Jupiter, the planet of understanding, of opportunities. It's in the 11th house of understanding opportunities, of knowing people, of being known, of having friends, of extending oneself. Okay, so I'll come to this. And now we need to be able to assess the moon phase. So to do this, there's already an aspect. The sun is at 28 Pisces. So you imagine the opposite point at 28 Aquarius, excuse me, and the opposite point at 28 of Leo. So when you look past the sun on the counterclockwise side, the moon's not there, so it's not waxing. It's from the sun. It's on the clockwise side. So it's past that opposition. It's gone through Virgo. It's at the end of Libra. So we have there's a trine there. So when we want to get the exact aspect, you look at the aspectarian, and you can see the moon degrees across the top, and the first one's the sun, 118 degrees and 59 minutes. So this is between, you have the full moon, waning full moon phase, which goes from 180 to 135. Then you have the waning gibbous, which goes from 135 to 90. And that's the phase that we're in. So we know it's waning and it's 120. So it's in the waning gibbous phase. Yeah, the waning gibbous phase. So you just want to get comfortable with the chart. When you look at the sun, you look at where the opposite point is, you see which side the moon's on, you see it's waxing or waning, in this case waning. Then you look at the aspects and you see what phase, and you check to see which phase it's in. Okay, now, so this is the waning, gives us phase 135 to 90 degrees from 3.5 days to 7 days after the full moon. Okay. This phase begins at the gibbous or 3/4 moon phase and lasts until the exact half moon. Moonlight is decreasing, and along with it, the desire to stand alone. This phase lasts, we already saw that in the pattern type, the handle is Jupiter in the 11th house. So we see that there's an opportunity to meet people, to want to know lots of people, have an abundance of friends. And here again, it's saying this, one doesn't want to stand alone. It's the we more than the I. This phase lasts 3.5 days up to the exact waning half moon. Here, there is a growing need for you to belong. You want to be cared for, loved by others. Unfortunately, there are many other people out there who may not want to give you what you want. You have a need to be independent, but you also have a growing urge to gain acknowledgement. You will be creative whenever there is a chance for attention. You are very sensitive to the response of others. It's as if you need some applause. You'll be quite critical of your past, and you should continue to strive towards future goals. You will rarely be satisfied with family situations and will usually try to improve the circumstances of everyone who comes into your world, whether they want it improved or not. You often want to go back, but you feel you will no longer fit in. Your life will be one of continual adjustment. You are looking for new directions, but are usually unprepared to let go and trust others completely. You seem to be driven by a need to find a vision or purpose of your own. You have a sense that something is missing in your life, and that you have to be prepared to chase after it. New dreams, like new seeds, need to be nurtured for a while. Take your time. Discrimination is needed to avoid running down the wrong path or to avoid following the wrong people. Take care not to put others on a pedestal. Keep busy and you'll make headway. You look fervently for any chance to belong, but tend to be too eager to make it happen. You are prone to making premature commitments and often will try to encourage others to go along with you. Commitments seem to pile up and you seem to be the one person left who has to take care of them. Trying too hard can be a problem for you and for those who want to be close to you. Try to moderate your own assertions. So, okay, with this pattern type, you saw that the bucket was moving towards the Jupiter, towards expanding to knowing people, getting more known. The moon phase is wanting to belong, not want to be so alone anyway. So there's the need. You get this growing need to have the wide Facebook friends, the need to meet people, to be socially involved, especially around things of understanding. So you can see astrology groups or mystical astrology groups with Jupiter at the end would be full of understanding. It would be great associations. So you can see an instant appeal there. But here, the pattern type and the moon phase really kind of reinforce each other. And again, that puts the focus on the Jupiter, on how one understands things. So when the understanding is good and proper, it'll work really well. When there's misunderstandings, it will exaggerate it and will work really difficultly. So the need for good understanding is that focus of Jupiter. Okay, so our next point is the Sun, Moon, Ascendant. And I'm going to just, okay. The Sun, Moon, and the Ascendant is the Sun is in Aquarius, the Moon is in Libra, and the Ascendant's Virgo. So we have, it's like 5 points, 2 for the Sun, 2 for the Moon, 1 for the Ascendant. We just kind of look at it. So we have 3 points nighttime increasing, 2 points daylight increasing, 1 point daylight is greater, the Virgo Ascendant, and the Sun and Moon are both in the nighttime is greater. Again, the need to belong and be responsible and live in context to others. There's cardinal, fixed, and mutable. So there's one of each. Sun's fixed, the moon's cardinal, the ascendant's mutable. So there's a mix of all three. But then you see there's 4 points fire, the Aquarius. Yeah, this is a cerebral, rational thinking person, likes to talk, likes to communicate, wants to share ideas, and wants to share it nicely. Has that Libra moon, wants to be appreciated, and listened to. So then, and with the Virgo ascendant on top of that, this can be a very analytical and meticulous way of wanting to know exactly what to talk about or be very specific and very detailed about things to communicate. What we don't see in the sign, we see the air and the earth. We don't see fire or water. We don't see the sympathy. We don't initially see emotional qualities. We don't initially see fiery enthusiasm. You see a rational, cool, practical person. Okay, it's not, not so, it's masculine, 4 masculine, 1. So there's still a tendency to project one's ideas. And yeah, that's basically the outstanding air. And the nighttime increasing being the strongest reinforces the group, the team, the we, us. That reinforces the pattern type and the moon phase. Okay, so now we're going to go through the point systems. Here. So over. Okay, here we go. Okay, good. So houses, I want the signs. Okay. Okay. So you see, even on the point systems, you've got room to put in the bucket type and the handle and the moon phase and the sun, moon, ascendant, Aquarius, Libra, Virgo. You put that there. Then you just add the totals in of how many points in each sign. So there's 1 point in Gemini, I think. 1 Leo, I will. 2 points in Virgo, the ascendant, Saturn, I analyze. 3 points in Libra, I balance. 1 I desire. 1 point Scorpio, I desire. 1 in Sag, I understand. 1 Capricorn, I use. 3 in Aquarius, I know. 1 in Pisces, I believe. So the outstanding quality is I balance and I know. I know and I harmonize, or I balance. It's the Aquarius and the Libra. So just, I don't expect too much from the keywords. You just get a perspective on which ones are the most predominant. Then we see the daylight increasing, darkness increasing, 6 daylight increasing, and 8 daylight. Yeah, and 8 darkness increasing means there's slightly more. It's not a huge imbalance. It's just the first level, but there's still more of a momentum to belong and be involved and be responsible than to be independent. So all of the factors so far are moving towards the pattern type, the moon phase, sun, moon, ascendant. Even here we're seeing the momentum towards belonging, towards participating, being responsible, being involved. And then with the daylight is greater, 4 and 10 darkness and greater, we're seeing this really strong now. We're seeing really strong need to be part of the team. It's important to be meaningful, to be part of the team, part of the group, to be responsible.